Taekwondo is also a sport, and from time to time, those that have obtained the highly coveted black belt gather together to test their speed, their reflexes, their skill, their determination, their discipline, their concentration against one another in a World Championship. Such was the case for 4 days in April of 1984 in the Keldon Hall, Glasgow, Scotland, when the 4th Taekwondo World Championships were held. This video is the story of those men and women and that championship. This is Taekwondo at its best. The 4-day event was made up of 4 main activities: power breaking, sparring, patterns, and team events. The audience and competitors in the Keldon Hall over those 4 days also had the opportunity to view self-defense demonstrations prepared by individuals from the separate teams, and had the very special privilege of being able to view demonstrations of technique by the Taekwondo masters. After the dramatic and emotional opening ceremonies, the competition began with the power breaking, which would be returned to a number of times in its different forms over the 4 days. Power breaking is one of the best examples of those things that make Taekwondo special. For it is through the application of physics and the study of movement of the body that a formula for the maximization of power is arrived at. World Championships, a number of different techniques were employed, including knife hand, the reverse turning kick, the flying turning kick, the flying side kick. If breaking is an application of physics and the use of power, then sparring is to do with balance, speed and accuracy. Much of the World Championship revolved around the free sparring, which is essentially open combat with controlled attacking. The participants are completely free to attack and defend with all available means and methods, with one exception. The attacker must stop the attacking tool just before hitting their opponent. This is because Taekwondo is a lethal form of self-defense. So, in the rules of sparring, unlike those of other competitive sports, only those blows which are focused within 2 centimeters of what is known as a vital spot, that is, any sensitive or breakable part of the body, like a nerve or a blood vessel center, will actually be counted and scored. In sparring, defense is often more important than attack. A solid, secure fighting posture and a balanced position offers the opponent only a limited number of possible attack openings. The idea then is to cause the opponent to act impulsively in trying to attack a secure fighting stance, thereby exposing himself to a quick and deadly counterattack. In free sparring, it is advisable to take a step backwards immediately after the exchange of bows at the beginning of the match, and then watch and study an opponent's movements. The student of Taekwondo has a number of weapons at his or her disposal. Proper selection of the weapon for the proper target is of primary importance. From closer range, an upset punch, knee or elbow would certainly be more effective than an extended kick or punch. From a distance, flying kicks, turning kicks, or a combination will be most applicable. In other words, if the distance requires artillery, the idea is to use a gun, not a pistol. In sparring, the time allowance will be 2 minutes, but if no score is made within the 2 minutes, an additional 2 minutes are allowed. When there is an injury and a contestant is not able to continue the match due to the injury, the party responsible for the injury will be disqualified. If no determination can be reached for responsibility, the jury will decide the winner. Disqualification can result from misconduct against the referee, intentionally attacking a vital spot, disabling an opponent, committing more than 3 fouls, ignoring referee's instructions more than twice. Fouls result from loss of temper or insulting an opponent in any way, or biting or scratching. Warnings will be issued for stepping out of the ring with both feet, falling down, whether intentionally or not, except to score a point, attacking a fallen opponent, intentionally avoiding close contact, and holding. The scoring in sparring is based on either a decisive blow or a perfect block. A decisive blow must focus within 2 centimeters of the vital spot, must be made with an appropriate attacking tool, must be done with a correct posture, and the attacking tool must be delivered in a forceful manner, and the attack must be delivered from a proper distance. A perfect block is scored when the defender maintains complete balance, and an appropriate blocking tool is used. A block must be powerful and accurate. The defense must be maintained at a proper distance, and the opponent's balance must be broken.